That's all right. Good. You just focus on us. We'll keep you entertained. Ngoma, I see you, Baba. Peace, peace, brother. I love the yellow on you. Bring that sun into the room. We need a little bit of it, all right? Appreciate you. Frog Corpse, I see, is with us as well. It's been a while, Christopher Moore. Man, we got a couple of folks coming back to us. We've missed you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jenny, we see you always in the background holding us down. The beautiful Finn Bell. I am your host for the evening for those folks out in YouTube and Twitter land and Facebook land. Y'all like, who this lady? I am Ray Jane. That's ITSRAYJANE. I'm your host for the Thursday night online open mic, and we come into the room with love. So our first 2 to 3 minutes, I'm usually mentioning the names of the folks that are in the Zoom boxes with us here. And if you want to get down with us, you are more than welcome to come up in the Zoom, right? So if nobody else has said your name all week with love, that's what we're going to do. We're going to say your name with love so you know that you're welcome here. Like Mr. Tezazomo is always welcome here. We hoping for either some guitar or, another chapter because, we be in it. We be in it. Gustav with the gusto has joined us, as well as Nemo Soom. I see you, my brother. And Easter Poetic Desire is connecting with us, and we're going to connect with her very soon. And Odin versus Loki. Okay, it took me a second, but I got there, all right? Greetings, Joski. I see you, my brother. I got your messages. I sent you a bunch of messages. We're going to get it together, okay? Y'all keep your eyes on us. We got some things cooking, okay? All right, friends. We have made it to the beginning of this show, so I am going to share screen so we could get into some welcomes, the rules up in here, really just one, and what to expect and where you at on the list, which is what most of y'all just really want to know. I know. So if you can do me one small favor, and that is just to give me a thumbs up. If you can see everything, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you. Ryan, Mark Thompson, that's our brother in the background, right? He keeping us safe up in here. And where is up in here? Hold up, we gotta get fancy. Let me get into presentation mode. Hold on. Wait. I gotta get y'all to pull. I work hard on these things, okay? You need the full screen, okay? This is the Thursday night online open mic presented to you by the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, okay? And I am your host for the evening, as I mentioned before, ITSRAYJANE, like I keep it easy for ya. So it's just Ray Jane, okay? And of course, it's not just really me, right? I come with a whole family of folks, and if you are looking for family, if you need some place to start, I'm trying to get my poetry community together. I'm trying to see what's moving, what's shaking. Start here, start with us. We're glad that you came. You can follow us at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Myself at It's Ray Jane. I told y'all I keep it easy, right? Everything is at It's Ray Jane. It's real easy. Elemental, the poet with a tool, y'all. That is our Monday night online open mic host, and we will hear a little bit from him later. Hopefully, if he decides to grace us with some talk about what we do on Monday nights. Okay, because Thursday is popping, but Monday is different. Okay, Paul Conqueso, that's our brother who runs Voices and Vibes, our karaoke and independent music showcase. We'll get into a little bit of that and when you can expect that to return a little bit later. And who's going to get into it? Ron Mark Thompson, who I mentioned before. He is our tech god guru, the man that makes it happen in the background. We call him RMT for short. So if you hear me say you down with RMT, you're going to say, yeah, you know me. Okay, we're going to try that out later because, I can't see all y'all eyeballs. I don't know who was committing and who wasn't. Okay, so where are we? What are we doing? We are doing poetry and music and comedy. And we asked that, for those of you who made it on the guaranteed list, what's the guaranteed list, Ray Jane? Don't worry, we're going to get into that, okay? So those of y'all who got on the guaranteed list, those 20 spots, please try and keep your pieces to 3 minutes. If you need to go over because you got something that's just too crazy, it's too crazy, right? At 2 minutes and 30, it gets started, and at 3:15, it's about to go wild, right? But it's only about 4 minutes. Just let me know, we'll figure it out, okay? But please do try to keep it to 3 so we can get as many people as possible. And what do we mean by as many people? There's some folks that didn't make it to the guaranteed list because they ain't know about it. Or, they had to go to the bathroom when it was time to sign up. It was snack time. I don't know, right? We not here to judge you. We just trying to make space for you. So if you weren't aware of how to get on the list or had one of those or any other situation happen to you, you can get on the good luck round, right? So that just means you send me a Zoom DM, right, privately, and let me know that you want to spit if you do not find yourself on the list. And for those of you who are wondering, like, how the hell I get on this list? You're just gonna talk about it. You ain't even gonna tell me how to do. Don't worry, right? So we have some instructions here. So sign up to be on the guaranteed list for Thursday night happens 24 hours ahead of time at the neweurekan.org on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, right? So we spitting on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Gonna sign up on Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Same rules as Monday, right? But we'll get into that later. So what you're gonna do when you get to the neweurekan.org, you are going to go to the full events calendar. Then you're going to pick your Thursday of choice, the 9 p.m. slot. And the most important part of this whole thing is artist ticket. Don't pick a view RSVP. Y'all logged in the Zooms for free. Why are you going, what I'm saying? Make sure you get on the list. You're an artist, right? You're transitioning from just viewing to sharing, right? So make sure you choose accordingly. Know thyself, right? That's what the good book say somewhere in there, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we only got one rule up in here, okay? Just one gospel, and that's don't get cute and get the boo, right? This is a safe space. I know y'all hear that thrown all around, but we are very serious about this, okay? We will not have any hate speech. If you are offended, it is your responsibility as well to keep this place safe. We are only a few eyes. Who are we? Myself, Ron Mark Thompson, and Elemental are in the background. So if you see something you don't like, you could just message us. But we got 6 eyes between us, if you don't count the spectacles, you feel me? So we need your eyes as well. Help us to keep it safe, right? Help us. That's all we ask. And don't get cute. And we be fine. You know what I'm saying? We got the boo. It's New York, so definitely a Tim. The souls, you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it, okay? Okay, and then, we do this nice so we can do it. We ain't going to get it to it. We're not going to get it to it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to do it that early, okay? First, we're going to say thank you to our sponsors. You know what I mean? Because we here for free, 99. Thank God. Thank God. We've been here for a while, 3 years. So thank you to our sponsors, the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, the Amazon Literary Partnership, the New York Community Trust. Thank you for all that you do. And if you would like to add yourself to that list with a tax-deductible donation, you can find us at the neweurekan.org/contribute, or find us on Cash App, $New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Send us $1. Put 5 on it, if you will. Okay? Every dollar goes to all this beautiful time that we're able to spend together creating, right? And speaking of spending time together, who we spending time with? Boom, there goes the list, right? So check it out. See if you see yourself on there. If you do not see yourself on there and you want to see yourself on there, see at the bottom it says good luck round. Yeah, so just hit me up, let me know, right? This is a technical space, right? So a couple things need to get done so we could do this right. First of all, don't freak out. Shit happens. Sometimes the internet gonna go down. Everybody don't got to pay the bill on the time. We understand, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you be walking through some bad areas. It's okay. Log off, come back on, let us know you're back so we can get to the entirety of your piece. And if you are sharing music today, specifically playing an instrument, please make sure you have your original sound on. If you don't know how to do that, please message myself, Elemental, or Ron Mark Thompson. We will give you a quick little chat box tutorial to make sure we hear the greatest quality of your work, right? So we're trying to help you be great and shine You only do that if you listen. Okay, this place is for love. That's where we're at. I know y'all like, get to the list. Let's go, Ray Jane. Don't worry, I'm coming. Okay, couple of things. We got a lot of stuff going on at the New Yo. We just want you to stay tuned to the middle of the show so Ron Mark Thompson could let us know about the rest of the stuff we got going on. Right? These are just a few of those things. Our slams, we we do that like every day. Okay, but Ron gonna tell you, so you just hang in there with us. Just hang in there with us, okay? And if you feel like you need a little something to keep you going throughout the night, and you might want me to sing a little ditty to you, just let me know. Send me a Zoom DM if you want me to sing something to you, to the next person, keep the movements going. Let me know, okay? In the meantime, in between time, let's get into it, huh? Let's get into it. We got somebody new at the top of the list. It's usually the same couple people fighting it out for the number one spot, both here on Thursday and on Monday. So I'm always excited to see, well, now who won? Who got it? And, this time, we are going to start our night off with Easter Poetic Desire. Yes, they made it here. Beat all y'all out for the top spot. And I'm just going to drop the list one more time in the chat for anybody who came through. Easter, I'm about to unmute you. And welcome back, my dear. I know it's going to be hot. I already know. Look at you. You got the clouds in the background. Look, you already in the stars. Take us there, okay? Unmute yourself. Welcome back.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. All right, Poetic Desire with a K, Facebook, Instagram, and of course, 6-word memoirs, Poetic Pisces. So I'm just going to read a couple of short pieces today and see what you think. All right, the first one is called Love in Peonies. The fragility of love's beauty must be handled with great care. In a garden of peonies, find her transitory nature, existing in blooms of joyous rewards, through the risks it took to plant her seeds of prosperity, showered with your affections. Petals of blushing bashfulness welcomes eyes of admiration, to witness her flourishing year after year with budding sweetness and widespread pollination of her wealth of romance to bestow upon her seekers. But do not leave your paranoia painted on peonies. Do not stain her beauty with doubts of misfortune treasures. Do not allow love's garden fairies to curse the blessings of her offerings, where she becomes silenced, love hushed, lost to the winds as she gently closes her once opened embrace, shrivels up, and sheds the honor of splendor lost to the fragility of her loving beauty that wasn't handled with the greatest of care. All right. This one's called Dreamer. A stream of dreamless nights seeks to fill your mind with dreamy sights, strings of images stitched together in hopes to bring you peace throughout your slumbering nights. So when dark falls behind closed eyelids, light is seen in subconscious awakenings, to awake renewed with refreshing views, see the beauty to behold in the start of a new day to mold. Starry skies. A galaxy twinkles bright, littered with traces of a million wishes. Through every prayer and yearning request, each star is granted its luminescence. Heartfelt sentiments rocket into the atmosphere, often fueled by one's emotional tears. Awaiting confirmation for these dreams to crystallize, my face resides in the eyes of starry skies. And the last one, Moonlit Kiss. Under moonlit skies of wonder, when lucky stars veil their silver, secrets disclosing elements of truth are finally revealed without dispute. Silver linings of ambiguous desires intertwining broke its mysterious barrier that left her swooning. Lost for words, enveloped in a delirious state of bliss, she savors silent sips, euphorias of his sweetest first kiss. Good night.
It's hating on me. It didn't want me to unmute, but we're more powerful than that. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Easter Poetic Desire, for being here with us. Let me ask the rest of the folks here to unmute themselves so they can give you the love you deserve for those 3 pieces. Please unmute yourselves and give Easter Poetic Desire some love.
All right, well, nicely going there, Poetic Desire.
Starting us off.
Well done. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Beautiful work.
Very nice.
Yes, Beautiful work, beautiful start to the evening, right? I know the rest of you have your hearts on your sleeves as well, and we look forward to taking a gander at what your hearts look like, all right? Whether it's soft or hard or happy or sad, and but everything in between, we are inviting you to be yourself, right? Because that's what we're gonna be. Y'all might be uncomfortable, but you could go get a snack, come back and reset your energy. Okay. All right. Next person up to give us some good energy is our brother Bill Elkins from out there on the west side. I'm sure he's going to be singing to us. Listen, if you guys could just do a little bit of this for me, I want you to just try it out. Just try it out. Just throw those shoulders to the side. There you go. There you go. I see you. I see you. So we know you can dance. So don't be acting all brand new when the music starts, okay? Bill, please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Hi, everybody. Greetings from Long Beach. When I start swaying like that, I get dizzy. Anyway, I like to do an original. It's one that I wrote quite a while ago. It was really a song that kind of reflected on my first love, a woman that I met who was from Austria, from Linz, Austria. Anyway, the song's entitled Song for Serena. I hope you like it. My mystical nymph, beautiful green-eyed woman, you bountify my dreams as you capture my heart. Frighteningly sagacious, why so tenderly touching? You are my lady from Linz, that's in Austria, at St. John Cathedral. Pubescent child, my virginal lover, you are my world, body and soul. My dame of love, singing sweetly, you are my lady from Linz, at St. John Cathedral. Serena, please look in my eyes. I cherish you so. Don't let me go. You are my wonderless queen as we skip across the moon in a nocturnal dream where I sing Ich liebe, ich liebe, ich liebe dich, meine Serena. Oh, ich liebe, ich liebe dich, meine Serena. Summer of love, war Memorial Center at the lakefront, we held each other tightly as the war raged on. We shared intimacies in a Farwell Avenue doorway. You were my lady from Linz, at St. John Cathedral. You kissed me goodbye on a cold March morning off to San Diego to join the Marines. What didn't destroy me certainly made me stronger. You were my lady from Linz, at St. John Cathedral. Serena, please look in my eyes. I cherish you so. don't let me go. You are my wondrous queen as we skip across the moon in a nocturnal dream where I sing Ich liebe, ich liebe, ich liebe dich, meine Serena. Oh, ich liebe, ich liebe, ich liebe dich, meine Serena. Many years later, I wrote this song for you. You're a distant memory, bittersweet and profound. Loving you was easy, but losing you so hard. You were the first love of my life. You were the first love of my life. Thank you, everybody.
Yay, Bill! I told you. I hope you've seen it because it was happening.
I saw a little glimpse on the periphery.
That's all I need, Bill. That's all I need. Please unmute yourselves and give Bill Elkins some love for that beautiful love.
Woo, Bill!
Yeah, Bill. That
Thanks, everybody.
Our ears. Woo!
That was beautiful.
Beautiful,
Really nice,
beautiful.
Bill.
always
Thank you.
songwriting, Bill. Love to hear you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Vera. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Means a lot.
To us as well, bringing us some music, singing to us. Bill, you singing to us, right? I don't know about the rest of y'all. This is the only day of the week anybody sing to me. So I am so happy when you guys push a little bit, try a little bit, It's scary to put yourself out there to sing a song. So thank you for being brave in that way. All right. Boom. We're going to keep it moving, keep it grooving. Next person that's supposed to be up is Ed, but I don't see Ed in here just yet. Oh, there goes Ed. His name is Irma Murray. Now, Ed, how the hell was I supposed to know? That was you with your name being Irma Murray. You got to tell us who Irma is. Okay, please unmute yourself, Ed.
Well, sis, that is my grandmother. I'm using her computer because I was doing something on my other computer. So I'm not Irma Murray. I should have changed before I got in the room, but you already know my name is Ed Flametastic to make everyone feel a little bit of smoky, steamy.
Right now, you better behave on Irma's microphone now. Don't be acting. No, I'm just kidding. Do your thing.
I should behave. Oh, come on. The night is young. All right. Hope everybody ready for some steamy wordplay or foreplay each and every day. Thank you for this wonderful, smoky, and sync musical Thursday. All right. This is called Feisty Baptism. There she was, my naked sunny heat. Lots of fun indoors, making love in erotic retreat, as the heavens, islands of the earth's core. A fiery chemistry becoming one, your essence blown up with fun. Our molten climax had yet begun, brighter and colorful than the radiant sun. Your face was like a pomegranate in tears. You grin ear to ear, while I ravage your apple pie, my dear, chowing down without pauses or fears. Body stuck in rapid motion, free even the shackles of life's rules, head to toe in steamy lotion in our gigantic lava pool. Your scent feeds my fire, 2 rabbits lost you.
Anybody else lost the sound?
Definitely lost the sound.
Kisses as I get lost your pink scorching mist. To me, this is my tantalizing move of bliss. You are my sweetest scrumptious taboo, my feisty tidal wave, drinking your succulent breast as honeydew while we create another heat wave. Your spasm creates earthquakes on overdrive as molten lava spews forth. You look so surreal and alive while a vast eruption shakes the earth. Your sexual healing makes you float. You look lighter than any feather while we scream our high notes as we change the boring weather. as you go forth on top of my big volcano, our energy minting around while I bask in your pink luminous glow as we make love next to the clouds. Things we do leave our parts in tears, our strong sexual treasures, while our legs shaking as squeaky gears by facing a new level of pleasure. I can hear your passionate beats while we tune string and play. I see your toes curls on your feet as your melancholy moods melts away. You're a midnight summer breeze that feeds my infinite inferno. You give my volcano release while I shine in your womanly glow. Oh baby, I wish time could stand still so we can dance to midnight boogaloo. You give me joy, heat, and chills under your scorching, sexy, and luscious moon. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. I think we lost a little bit of that midnight boogaloo somewhere in the middle, but it picked up. It picked right back up at the end. So I'm so glad that we were able to hear more of your work. And you know what? I hope Irma is out there okay. I hope she didn't have to.
No, it's okay. She's downstairs.
She's good. All right, all right. I had to check in on Irma, man. Please unmute yourselves and give Ed some love.
Yeah, Ed. Yeah.
There you go,
Bring in the
man.
heat, Eddie.
Woo woo.
It was too hot to read from his own computer, so he had to use his grandma's computer.
You're
you're
gonna
just
come through with
amazing.
all that Irma energy, Eddie. I mean, all of it.
We love it. We love it, and we love you. Thank you for being consistent no matter whose computer you on, right? So I'm gonna be me. I might be on somebody else's mic. I'm gonna be me. Now when Irma come with that bill, don't be acting, don't be lying to Irma. Talk about it wasn't you. Okay. I got you. Yeah, wink, wink, right? All right, let's get back into the list. We are going to move forward. And as you can see, this brother already is ready. He put his information in the chat for you so that you have it ahead of time. Mr. Tezazomo, please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Thank you, Ray Jane, and thank you to the New Yorican Thursday night community, poets and listeners and lovers of great words. I have a piece. I'm going to jump right in. Folks can catch me on Instagram under Gashes 2019, and then I dropped it in the chat there. Title of the piece is Unruly Abject Terrains, Unsanitary Bodies, and the Semiosis of Disposition. In the depths of chaos, where boundaries dissolve, unruly abject terrains, unsanitary bodies evolve through the semiosis of disposition, we find the remnants of power, the resilience of humankind. The LA River of broken promises and Mediterranean mirages fails to signify the social promises, the social symbols that once stood for future derivatives of meaning. Some for long futures market have failed their investments. When the intricate tapestry of meaning unravels into abject bodies strewn like driftwood scattered on the broken levees of the LA value stream, a void emerges where the collective promise once stood as the semiotic thread snaps. The social compliance fails to be understood. The LA River levees of needle exchanges, naloxone, food not bonds, recycled handouts, reminiscent of Soylent Green, Make Room, written by Harry Harrison, who may have feared becoming his own product. While the marketing opted for the cannibalistic aspect, minorities fear its original Malthusian proposal for several reasons, some notwithstanding. The disproportionate impact often focuses on population growth outpacing resources, leading to scarcity and competition. Hasn't the game always been about competition? Historically marginalized communities, including ethnic and racial minorities, are historically excluded by design, disproportionately affected by resource disparities. We fear the transgenerational theft of extracted material and cultural wealth that renders limited resources being unequally distributed, exacerbating existing inequalities and leaving the vulnerable to scarcity and deprivation. The dark brown stream of abject sewage and unruly water running through the middle of the canal. It ceased to be a river when the Army Corps of Engineers paved it into a drainage canal. The walls of the overpass that provide cover are filled with majestically sized graffiti featuring the kind of Mexican gangster style cursive writing scrawled all over the junior high that we used to scribe all over our junior high notebooks and PG folders, amplifying socioeconomics inequities that intersect with socioeconomic disparities. We face systematic barriers and politically inscribed discrimination. Resource shortages will deepen inequities. We linger in the feculent stream of environmental justice that raises questions of degradation. Lower income areas bear the brunt of environmental pollution, hazardous waste, and ecological disruptions. To cope with the historical precedents, minority communities meth up and put up a smile of rotted teeth. We have experienced historical instances of resource exploitation and deprivation. We fear further marginalization via oppressive measures. We fear the unique cultural practices, traditions, and identities which can't be disregarded or overlooked in the resource allocation processes. We fear the loss of cultural heritage and autonomy in the face of limited resources and social pressures. The future of this Anthropocene is experienced as rehabilitation offered by modernity, a violent process of abjection, dispossession, and captivity, which has converted this semiotic transborder landscape structure into a carceral zone under the guise of urban sanitation and health promotion, especially under the COVID-19. And peace.
Damn. That's why we call him Mr. Tez. Okay? Giving the Tez Talks. You talked about it. Thank you. Thank you so much for lifting all of that truth into the atmosphere, right? Because as creatives, one of our responsibilities, aside from getting that energy out, is to inform, right? Keep the truth in everybody's mind. Please put your mics open for our brother, Mr. Tezazomo.
Tez Talk again, brilliant, genius.
Whoa, Tez. Man.
Very educational. Thank you. Thank you for, giving us all the truth. Appreciate it.
That was amazing.
We'll come back to the time tacos next week.
Ooh, okay. Give us something good and something to look forward to. We like it. Thank you. Thank you for being a complete meal, Mr. Tezazomo. We appreciate you. Okay, listen. All kind of things go down here, right? We're going to entertain you. We're going to educate you, keep you up on the knowledge, right? Because some of us know our news media is not really news media. But okay, that's for another open mic too, or this one, depending on who's up next. And speaking of who's up next, it's the beautiful, the talented, right? The creative who is also creating spaces for other people to find themselves and be themselves, which perhaps is even more important. Finn Bell, please unmute yourself, my love, and welcome back.
Hello, my love. Hello, dear family. Good evening. Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood this weird quirk I've tried to suppress or hide? Is a talent that could help me meet the wizard if I make good. So I'll make good. When I meet the wizard, once I prove my worth. When I meet the wizard, what I've waited for since birth. And with all his wizard wisdom, By my looks, he won't be blinded. Do you think the wizard is dumb? Or like Munchkin, so small-minded? No. He'll say to me, I know who you really are, a girl on whom I can rely. And that's how we'll begin, the wizard and I. When I'm with the wizard, my whole life will change. 'Cause when you're with the wizard, no one thinks you're strange. No father is not proud of you. No sister acts ashamed. And all of Oz is gonna love you, for with the wizard you're acclaimed. And this gift or this curse I have inside, maybe at last I'll know why. When we are hand in hand, the wizard and I. Oh, what a pair we'll be, the wizard and I. One day he'll say to me, Elphaba, girl who is so superior, shouldn't a girl who's so good inside have a matching exterior? And since folks here to an absurd degree seem fixated on your verdigris, would it be all right by you if I degrenified you? Of course, that's not important to me. All right, why not? I'll reply, and we'll be hand in hand, the wizard and I. Oh, what a pair we'll be, the wizard and unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I've just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it seems truly crazy. Sure, the vision's hazy, but I know one day there'll be a celebration throughout Oz that's all to do with me. And I'll stand there with the wizard, feeling things I've never felt. And though I'll never show it, I'll be so happy I could melt. And so it will be for the rest of my life. I'll want nothing more until I die. Held in such high esteem, when people see me, they will scream. One half of Oz's favorite team, the wizard and I. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Finn. I loved your singing. That just made me feel warm inside. And listen, if you could introduce me to the wizard too, I'd be really cool with that. You know what I mean? I got a couple things I could just ask him real quick. We appreciate you. Please unmute yourselves and give Finn Bell some love.
Yeah, Finn,
Hey.
beautiful singing voice. Just
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Bell. Nicely done.
That was wonderful.
One of your lyrics was, I could melt. Let me tell you, we could melt hearing you singing. So thank you for this. Beautiful.
Couldn't have said it better, Ron. Couldn't have said it better. So accurate, right? I'm just relaxing into it. It's like your singing was like a spa. I'm like, okay, I guess I could relax a little bit. Why not? You know? Thank you, Finn. Thank you for being here and for sharing, you know, the widest gamut of your gifts, right? And not just being one version of yourself here with us, right? But all the little parts. And we appreciate you. All right, we are moving on to somebody else's parts, right? And you know the talking ones. You know, we're not talking about the, keep it clean, unless you don't want to. Because as you can see with Ed, we get a little dirty too. You know what I'm saying? But right now, what I'm actually talking about is the next poet up, who is always coming with so much energy, making sure that we all feel inspired, right? That we're here for joy, but also, right, to share. Right, put those vibrations out there, lift the spirits, and also wake us up, right? So nobody could do it quite like the Gusto with the Gusto, the Magus. He's got like several different names because it's just, it's a lot to say. We love you. All right, please unmute yourself and welcome back, brother.
Hi, Ray Jane, ARMT, beloved poets. I am not feeling so well tonight, so I'm going to spit and then get off the mic. I'm not feeling well. So this is Thursday's rap. Oh my God, is it Thursday already? I gotta write new shit, man. I gotta get ready. Therapy Thursdays is where it's at. Spit on the mic and get down in the chat. Come with us and learn some truth. We're what's up. We're the youth. We write poems to make you feel. Change your mind about what's real. Get in your brain and dance around. Listen up, be one with the sound. And this is a cover. This is Pepper by the Butthole Surfers. Marky got shit with Sharon. Sharon got Cherise. She was sharing Sharon's outlook on the topic of disease. Mikey had a facial scar and Bobby was a racist. They were all in love with dying. They were doing it in Texas. Tommy played piano like a kid out in the rain. Then he lost his leg in Dallas. He was dancing with a train. They were all in love with dying. They were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how to look through other people's eyes. Some will die in hot pursuit while sifting through my ashes. Some will fall in love with life and drink it from a fountain that is pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. Another Mikey took a knife while arguing in traffic. Flipper died a natural death. He caught a nasty virus. Then there was the ever-present football player rapist. They were all in love with dying. They were doing it in Texas. Paulie caught a bullet, but it only hit his leg. Well, it should have been a better shot and got him in the head. They were all in love with dying. They were drinking from a fountain that was pouring like an avalanche coming down the mountain. I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary and softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. Thank you.
Ooh, listen up. First of all, I hope that you feel better soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And second of all, what you can do while sick, some people can't do while well. So thank you. Thank you for that. Please unmute yourselves and give Gustav some love. Come on, while sick.
Oh, that was wonderful, Gusto.
Yeah, Gusto.
Wow.
Great.
Oh, get better.
Better, our brother. We hope that healing finds you shortly, right? And you come back to us next Thursday feeling energized, right? With the gusto. That's how my mama do sometimes, you know. As we get older, we just turn into our people, you know. For some people, that's great. For other people, try to turn into something different, break them curses. And hopefully you utilize this space to help you do that, all right? Next person up to share, you know, what matters to them most, who they are through their poetry. We haven't seen you in a while, Goldberg. Alexander Goldberg, please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Yes, thank you so much. Hello, Ragin. Hello, all of the poets, all of the creatives. So tonight, I'll give a short introduction before I start my poem. It's been over 500 days since Putin started the war in Ukraine. The cities turned to ruins. Hundreds of thousands of people lost their lives. And the entire world sympathizes with Ukraine. But the sanctions turned out to be not as dangerous for Russia as many people hoped they would be. So what should be done about it? They said, They said the sanctions would be crushing, but they did not turn out as such. They said that they're restraining Russia in efforts which it makes so much. They said the frozen own the assets, but it is looking like a fruit that's hanging low, but no one gets it. But I believe they could and should. Russia must pay for restoration, but money's in suspended state. There's ripened berry on the branches that nobody has gotten yet. We have to find the legal basis to use, to mobilize, to manage. We need solutions. We need answers. Russia must pay for all this damage. So let's avoid the further errors to stop atrocities and terror. This barbarism could be stopped only by joint decisive actions. We hope the world will have enough of courage and determination. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Thank you for your courage and your determination, because every time you come here, you keep us on task with understanding what's going on, right? And some of these ideas about what freedom and peace are supposed to look like and how they don't always come to fruition for everyone. So thank you for keeping us abreast of what's going on. We are with you, right? It's free Ukraine
Yes.
all day over here, okay?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's true. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll try to do whatever we can to help out and to make the situation better. Yeah.
Absolutely. Please unmute yourselves and give our brother some love.
Okay, yeah.
Much love.
Yes, Alexander.
Slava Ukraini.
Yeah, man. We're with you.
Yes, thank you,
Slava
Alex.
Heroyam Slava.
Yes. Thank you, Alex, for reminding us with poetry that there is still a war going on. So thank you for your powerful words. Good.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Very welcome. Listen, it's real life out here, right? We can't keep it out of the Zoom boxes. It's going to follow us in here, and it should. We have a platform. Whether you choose to use it or not is up to you, but you have space and an opportunity to speak for perhaps folks who don't necessarily have someone speaking for them, and certainly not consistently. So we appreciate you, Mr. Goldberg, for bringing us the truth. Y'all some truth tellers in here, that's for sure. And we're just going to get to the next truth teller. I don't know if Abraham is with us, but if he's not, that's okay. We know he's usually in transit. If he shows up, we will make sure we make space for him because he signed up. So he took his space, so we'll make sure he could take it up. All right, so in the interim, we are going to go on to our next artist again. This brother is not here to tap dance for y'all, okay? So we talk about the truth. We gonna have it. Yep, and go. I'm coming to you. He's like, oh shit, you talking about me? Yep, talking about you. Please unmute yourself and welcome back, Baba and Ngoma. It's such a pleasure as always.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
I don't know what I'm reading. Here's the title. Here's the title from the book. I didn't come here to tap dance. I got like 2 pieces, I think. I didn't come here to tap dance. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, in a rush to shine my light on darkness. Born in the water with fire on my tongue. Always had a lot to say. It's true I fiddled around some, but I didn't come here to tap dance. You could call me a stripper, because I stripped the covers off of bullshit. Born in the 7th month, 2 months early, I protested when the doctor smacked me on the ass. Haven't had much trust for them since. I'm the question mark the teacher didn't have the answer to. I'm the poet professors warned you about, a past, present, future thought to make you think about tomorrow, but all time is now, and yesterday was never promised. All words matter. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, fully armed with a machine gun mouth. I circular breathe Yadaki sound, but I didn't come here to tap dance. A student of struggle with a doctorate in resistance, word sound power is my weapon. Still strong at 3/4 of a century, my music opens chakras, my hands invoke Reiki. I am a healing force in the universe, a light worker in a quest to resolve contradictions. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, and I didn't come here to tap dance. Obatala watches over me. Eshu and Ogun protect me. Oshun is my mother. Agun speak through me. I inhale darkness and exhale light. I was born in the 7th month, 2 months early, and I did not come here to tap dance. So don't ask questions that you really don't want answers to unless you're prepared for evolution. You may not like the resolution. I didn't come here to tap dance. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Opinion of a flower on the wall. This is written on Halloween, trick or treat. If you see me flying around, you know there's some foul shit somewhere. That's why I landed on the VP's head on nationwide TV. Just like we told you before, so much shit's going on that there's a shortage of toilet paper. Shit like T-Rump faking the coronavirus. Next week, he'll be selling stock in the cure. Meanwhile, thousands die while he lies. Now he tells us mouthwash cures COVID, like the universe is constipated and needs a laxative because there's a backup in this cesspool as a election lie spreads faster than a California wildfire. And the NFA crew is armed to the teeth because we are our ancestors' wildest dreams, masked and speaking in tongues. You think it's gibberish, but we are a microcosm of a microcosm, a reflection of the everything. And Big Eye Jimmy told you there would be fire next time. But why believe me? I'm just a fly on the wall.
Come on, man. I like how you like, I'm just gonna read 2 pieces, you know, nothing crazy. Boom, 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 bust you in the head, bust you in the head. Love it, man. Come on. If you don't already have that book, please bless yourself. I got mine. Go get yours. Please unmute yourselves and give Baba and Goma some love for that realness.
Baba Goma, way to go, man.
Baba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful, man.
Thank you, thank you.
That's real. You know it's something when either Joski plays a little note, right? While we waiting, or he just sang your whole name, Baba. You just let it hang out there. That's when you know. All right. Thank you for being here every Thursday with us and sharing your gifts, right? Baba's been doing this, showing us how to do this for a long time. We ask you to connect with each other, right? Don't be intimidated, right? Be inspired. If there's something that somebody else has done that you haven't done yet, reach out to them, right? We all just human beings. And if you don't get the response you want, move on to the next person, because don't nobody need that bad energy, okay? But the important thing is that you push and you stretch outside of your comfort zone, because, you know, your blessings usually live out there. All right. Speaking of blessings, we're going to get back into this list and all these blessings on the list and all these folks that we have to go. And since we was just talking about Joska, we might as well unmute him. Look at him. He's strumming. He's ready. He's ready. I don't want to miss any of that. Welcome back, Joski. Do your thing.
Oh, hey, Ray. Hello, everybody. Can you hear that? All right. So this is, I guess, about the current majority on the Supreme Court and others that think like them. This is called the 1700s. Who wants to live in the 1700s? Live in the time of the founding fathers, when white men landed the land, when white men landed the rights, when white men stole, bought and sold souls. Who wants to live in the 1700s? Ain't no bars on your cell phone. Listen to all the village gossip when white men landed the land, when white men landed the rights, when white men stole, bought and sold souls. can believe the founding fathers know what we need in this century. Strict construction takes us back when white men landed the land, and white men landed the rights. When white men stole, bought and sold, white men stole, bought and sold. When white men stole, bought and sold souls.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna ask everybody to unmute themselves. That was amazing. Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, that's what I'm supposed to say. Listen, it's been some real, I wouldn't call them decisions, Supreme Court mistakes, right? Made some cyclical thinking that needs to die a
You got the
permanent death,
sick right.
right? So we appreciate you and all you truth tellers, man. I don't know what's in the air tonight, but I like it. I know it's not Canada smoke. I know that, and I'm grateful. So peace to our brothers and sisters out there where the fires continue to rage, because obviously that's also the case up in here. Please unmute yourselves and give Joski some
There you go,
love.
Joski. Like the tune, man. Like the
Yeah,
message.
Joey.
Yes.
Good hearing you.
Awesome.
Nice work.
Right on the money.
Thank you.
Joski.
Oh man, y'all take a message and just finesse it. Y'all be like, oh, you want me to do something nice with it? Let me get it. Oh my gosh, so wonderful and so talented. All of you here, right? Be inspired. The folks around you are so blessed and gifted, and you ain't got no choice but to get a little bit of this osmosis. It's gonna get in you one way or the other. You messed up, you showed up, right? That's it. Next person who showed up and is about to show out is Ike Waltz. He is up next, one of our champion storytellers, and we just can't wait. Please unmute yourself and welcome back, brother.
Good evening. Two pieces, short ones. West Side, beautiful. Maria, the most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Maria, 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 all the radiant sounds captured in a single word. Maria, 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 I've just bought a gun, irresistibly glistening in the sun. I've just bought a magic gun, a lovingly baptized Maria. And then, in a brutal bang, that beautiful, darling name will never be the same. Maria, Maria, you just killed a man. My shining gun, lovingly graced Maria. And suddenly I found how horrific a sound can be. Good morning, my lover, I wanted to say. Good night, Maria, my beautiful, deadly gun. Let's pray. When I finally woke, the preacher told that Maria, in the bang, had killed my own son. I buried my son. I sold Maria, my glistening gun, with the same nightmare that echoes, Maria, Maria, Maria. What have you, what have I, what have we done? Maria, Maria, Maria. The most horrific sound echoes, fomenting fear. It will forever live. It will forever hear. Maria killed me, finally, with that silver bang. Second one, I hold you safely in my arms. I hold on to you every day. I hold on to what I say. I hold on to the moment we met. We hold hands until late night in bed. Yes, we hold on to the good times we had. All these things hold on to me. The bold, the daring, the sharing. I will always respect the challenge for a future we do extend. So I hold on to you night and day. I see your eyes with and without tears. I nibble on your lovely ears and that cute sneezing nose. I drink your Irish drunken lips and fondle your majestic tits. I grab your ass, your electric fuss. Yes, I kiss all of those gently when I caress my universe. Good night. Thank you.
Two beautiful pieces, as always, Ike. My goodness. Please unmute yourselves and give him some love. So gorgeous.
Nice. Beautiful poems.
Man, Ike. Man, I didn't know what was going on with that Maria poem, where that went. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Just beautiful work.
Right? And just takes you and you're like, oh, where we going, Ike? Where we going, Ike? Oh, damn, Ike, I didn't know we was going. That is Ike's work in a nutshell. You have to listen. You got to pay attention because it's usually a poem and a poem, right? At least one and another one, right? We thank you so much for being here and choosing to share your gifts here, right? So many open spaces to share now, which is also a really beautiful thing. But we thank you for being here and choosing Thursdays to share. All right. Next poet is supposed to be CCR Chagra, but you know, it's Friday. He might be in the streets. You know, we outside. It's summertime. I hope he's living his best life. And if you know, he just might be in the bathroom and he don't know. Maybe he thought he was at the end of the list and he makes it in. We will make space for him, as always. All right. In the meantime, we're going to go to our next poet who is also here to stretch our brains, right, with the breadth of their vocabulary at the very least. Okay. So please. That's right. Give me a puff too. Pass it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me just get thank you. Next up is Messiah Payne. Please unmute yourself after you take your sip. I'm gonna let you finish that. Get it down. You good? You ready? All right, there we go. Please unmute yourself and welcome Messiah.
Thank you, Ray J. So, I have two pieces tonight, and they're both still working on both of them. So, the first one is called The Bottle. At the bottom, not an abyss, but close. No one can tell you who you've been, nor where you've been. Like the little nugget of acuity growing in the foremost chronicle of your pulsating skull. Or is it just a protracted migraine? A reminder that though you've come so far and almost surrendered in a lonely vision of this gorgeous bottle, you've still got more to push through, with or without this transient succor. Though you remain still, seeking to remain inviolate in your despair, in a high that's an earnest secret, like someone who loves you and only you, whispering sweet lullabies, the ghosts of dying brain cells telling you, it'll be better tomorrow. It'll be better tomorrow. Tonight, I take the bottle in hand, not a gesture of promise, rather a graveyard for rest. And when I awake the next day, in the smoldering shadow of yet more pity, I will again rest my weary mind in its taciturn liquid, in a deep breath marking another night in languid disregard and shattered solitude. Let the threshold of night guide my instinct. $3, maybe $4 in my pocket, in the fever of need and thirst, not an ounce of concern for what is not known or what is known. I've thrown up profusely last night and still harbor resentment for the emptiness at my bedside, nothing to truly keep me company but the anxiety delivering me into exile imposed from within. I enter the bar eager for transcendence. I slip the money to the priest of beers, ignored by these other inebriated saints, and make my way yet again to the gates of Elysium on the utter edge of damnation. The vision at the gate dissolves, and the cold surety of damnation proves no solace, and so I stagger home, replete in manic episodes, to sleep again in the tepid evening of an unstable truism. It'll be better tomorrow. It'll be better tomorrow. And here's the second poem. It's called As God is Reborn. As God is born again, time will disquiet for aeons. That will also be a moment, stimulating an apex of our unconscious realization, bound within and without time, all at once. Our dreams will reveal the one existence, mighty yet endlessly diminutive, like a boundless ocean troubled over the lurid formlessness of God's pellucid strains. Existence will then shatter, but life will never be destroyed, for its irrepressible grasping must occur timelessly where divine is all things. The fathomless light and natural grace be set on all sides of the world, and as we children dream of our mother reborn, our union becomes a transformation of being, where once we accentuated God in her shadow, we will then be found to sheer presence as the beneficent harmony of emptiness. As our presence, all of us in Mother God, becomes not the miracle, but the living actuality of life's eternally searching, restive succor. Innate is love's secret in each of us, and as God is reborn, that secret is found to be simply what we always were, the fingers of her metaphysical hand, and her grip upon this universe, as soluble in complexity as the thought of man first entering her mind. We are not merely thought of anymore. We become, in her tresses that scale beyond all universes, a balance beyond which she relents when we outgrow her, maturing from her love and into an experience of freedom. In her process of rebirth, she will find refuge in our souls, and as we grow into our liberation, our own rebirth, we will take refuge in hers, bending the direction of universal time to find truth in her cyclical restoration. Thank you.
Sir, if you don't know how to do nothing else in this life, you know how to turn a verse. You know how to write a line, brother. I had to write a couple of them down. I encourage you, all of
Thank
you,
you.
you're welcome. After you perform, please do return to the chat so you can see, you know, what hit, what things move people, right? And we encourage you. This is a collaborative space. So if you find a line that punches you in your eye, please put it in the chat because the poets deserve to know that, okay? Please unmute yourself and give Messiah some love for all these beautiful words he put together for us this evening. Oof.
Really wonderful.
Beautiful, Messiah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Lovely, just lovely. And y'all keep your eyes peeled because I think somebody's working on a manuscript or something like that. I don't know. Might be a book coming sometime. I'm just saying, maybe, right? So keep your eyes peeled, right? We're putting that out there into the universe for you, right? Just in case you needed some spirit fingers on that thing, okay? All right. In the meantime, we're going to jump right over to our other brother. Woo! Oh, man. Listen. One wordsmith to the next. Nemo Soon, please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here. I have two microtriptychs that are kind of talking to each other. The first one, the phoenix refuses to rise. So we lay in the ashes, despair and I, staring at the ceiling, not talking. Still, because moving only makes her hold on tighter. I can feel my heartbeat slowing. Anger left hours ago. He didn't turn to look, just slammed the door. And I heard the car peeling out into the night. I don't know if he'll come back this time. I wish his absence felt peaceful. Everyone here is broken because everyone here lost the fight. The fire's gone out. The air smells like loss. And I'm waiting for someone who isn't coming. I ask the universe, why do I exist? I've had trouble discerning its answer through the background noise of everything. For my wickedness, I labored in rooms full of rotting boxes that couldn't be sorted, stacks of moldering paper that couldn't be moved, and the fetid smell of fresh shame mixing with the old. I wonder if I will ever be strong enough to divert a river through my heart to wash away the filth and end these wretched thoughts so I can start again, clean. And the second one is short. My mood changes like an iceberg flipping over. I find my pill case. Today isn't empty, and suddenly the day makes sense. I can never stray too far from my medicine because it changes who I am. My personality, the one I want, comes from a handful of little shapes and sizes with nonsensical numbers neatly printed that must mean something to someone who isn't here. I'm bound to this piece of plastic, labeled with the days of the week, so I don't forget what it takes to be me every day. Every mistake an ember glowing, red on red, heat building until behold, the garbage phoenix rises. Every failure a feather spread across the sky, like the sunset when there's a storm coming. Thank you.
Ooh, Nemo. You know how I feel about your triptychs. You already know. And the fact that you had two tonight and they were talking to each other, I'm just over the moon. Thank you so much for being here and choosing to share. Please unmute yourselves and give Nemo some love. Those were gorgeous.
Oh, Nemo.
Awesome, Nemo.
Deep.
Woo, my goodness. Listen, every week you guys come and bowl us over with your talents. So please keep coming, right? Keep bowling us over, right? Just consider us your pins, okay? We don't mind being knocked down, right? So thank you for being here. All right. And for those of you who asked to be on the good luck round, yes, there is space for you. Yes, we are making space for you. Okay. Next person up for right now, though. Oh, it's Christopher Moore. We haven't heard from him in a while in here. Is he still here? Christopher Moore, I think. Oh, yes, I see you. I see you. Please unmute yourself, Christopher, and welcome back.
Yes, I'm here. I haven't been on because I wasn't used to the way that New Eureka does their sign up thing. Lizzie didn't tell me when she told me about this place that you guys have a certain sign up thing. So that's why you haven't seen me. Okay, so I have really short pieces, so I'm just going to put my info in the chat real quick. As most of you know, I have a podcast with Rick Robin Hood. My list is going down low though, so I do need poets to fill in future episodes. So if you're interested, contact me on IG or Facebook. I put the links there. So anyway, I'm going to be reading from my book that's out possibly by next month. So I will start reading. This is called Lion's Den. They told me that I did not act in the same ways they did. I failed to fit into the collective. I was not a Borg to be assimilated into the desired life they wanted. Tossed into a metaphorical lion's den just because I didn't repent my convictions. They just didn't realize I would make friends with the very lions they sent to destroy me, for everyone was tired of their fake righteousness. And this next one is going to be called, okay, let's see. This one's called Babylon's Lost Queen. Nova Babylonia has lost its queen. They once gave her fanfares as she enjoyed their love for her. Subjects got on their knees whenever she would pass them. Statues erected in their hanging gardens in the vain hopes it would please her. Now that she is no longer around, the hanging gardens are overgrown. The marble statues turned to ruins. New Babylon has once again fallen, all because they praised an imaginary queen that was just in their imagination. And I have one more I can read. This one's called Schism of the Heart. The left chamber thought she was the answer, not the long-awaited savior by far, but surely she could bring them happiness. It might not have worked years ago, but those were under different circumstances. Times have changed, surely. The right chamber, however, smells disaster. Why should we try the other side of the coin just because the first side turned us down? New faces and new ways are needed in order for the heart to be happy. They both call each other heretics, but perhaps disaster awaits them both. Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher. And I'm so glad that you figured out how to, or somebody helped you, or the way was made for you to get on the list to be with us. We've missed you and your voice and the way that you do your poetry. All right. We appreciate you and we see you put your stuff in the chat. Please unmute yourselves and give Christopher some love. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
That's wonderful, wonderful work.
Great to hear you, Christopher.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to hear you again.
We needed that, right? We needed that reminder. Sometimes people put you in the lion's den with what they think is going to destroy you, as you say, right? But they don't know. They don't know your favor, right? And sometimes your favor actually turns those meant to destroy you into those meant to protect you, keep you, right? So we appreciate you for the reminder. And speaking of reminders, right? We got a lot of stuff going on at the New Yo. You know, usually every week we got something going on. So we want to make sure that you stay in the know, right? So that if there's an opportunity for you to share, you don't have to say, nobody told me, right? So who better to do that than who's been backing us up and keeping us in the know and making sure our thing is rolling as it should be all night. And that is Ron Mark Thompson, right? So we're going to try this thing out, right? I'm not going to unmute y'all because that's too much. But I want you to say in your boxes, you down with RMT? Yeah, you know me. All right? Okay, cool. You down with RMT?
I hope I'm down with RMT. Thank you so much.
You down with yourself, RMT? I like that. Go ahead, do your thing.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. What a wonderful host your Thursday evenings. Thank you everyone for beating the summer heat and hopefully sitting in a cool place, zooming in and enjoying all this powerful, wonderful poetry and songs. I'm so glad to be working here. Once again, my name is Ron Mark Thompson. I help Ray Chain and Elemental on Mondays and Thursdays on the tech end in the background. We are a wonderful, great online team. Love working with you guys. You know, it's always a pleasure. And I can confirm the New Eureka Poets Cafe in Manhattan in New York City, we are not on summer break. As Ray J mentioned, we do have plenty of programming coming up. And let me entice you even more. Our cafe in Manhattan on East 3rd Street is air conditioned. So if you make it to one of our programs, we will keep you cool while keeping you hot with wonderful poetry and comedy and music. We have something for everyone. So in the Zoom chat, I just posted the schedule for the next few days coming up, which include tomorrow evening, 10 p.m., the Friday night poetry slam with Chive Poetic, followed by the Twilight Hour open mic hosted by Chauvet. On this coming Monday, the 10th of July, 6 p.m., The Bee will host our next and unfortunately last Monday Night Slam Open. So if you haven't been yet to one of our Monday Night Slam poetry slams, I definitely recommend it. Rachel and I have been there. The Bee is amazing. The Bee will host other programs, just not the Monday Night Slam Open. That will be the last edition. At 9 p.m. on Monday, our regular weekly Monday night on-site open mic with Sol Bream. And I realized I just put a spelling mistake. Obviously, it's with a T, on-site open mic. That one will move back to 8 p.m. the following week, but next week it is still at 9 p.m. On Wednesday, 6 p.m., the Wednesday night open mic with Felicia Kate. This also will be the last edition. But don't worry, we're going to have the Wednesday night poetry slam at 9 p.m. on Wednesday, which the following week will move back to 8 p.m. That one is hosted by J Rose. And of course, let's not forget our online open mics, Mondays at 8 p.m. Elemental, he had to attend to another appointment, but if he makes it back before we close out, we're going to have him tell us what the upcoming theme and what's coming up on this coming Monday. And of course, Thursdays 9 p.m. Ray Chain, where we in right now. Thank you, Ray Chain, for putting all the other relevant social media handles for the cafe and all the hosts, including all the staff here, everything that's coming up. And I have not put that in the chat yet, but please stay tuned in the next few weeks, because again, we are not on summer break. We will have a jazz heritage fundraiser with our board member Rome Neal. His jazz music and his band is amazing. That one is scheduled for Saturday, July 22nd. We will give you more information in the next few days. We will also let you know if and what we will be doing on the weekend of the New York City Poetry Festival, which is the last weekend in July. We may bring back a favorite program, and we may also bring back Voices and Vibes. Again, stay tuned. We're finalizing those plans. And in August, we will bring back our annual block party. If you came to our block party last year, you know it was amazing. Ray Chain hosted portions of the open mic there. I hosted portions of the open mic. It was amazing, bringing together our online and in-person community, plus the community in the Lower East Side, in where our New Eurekan Poets Cafe is located in Manhattan. So the block party, if you want to put it on your calendar already, it's Saturday, August 26th. That's the weekend before Labor Day. Again, for all those upcoming programs, stay tuned. In the meantime, check out our next few days, the next few weekly programs coming up. Ray James, did I lie to you? We have, you didn't lie to us either. We do have programming. We are not on summer break. We are keep going here. On that note, let's keep going with the Thursday night online open mic. So glad you're here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ron. And yeah, you're right. We didn't lie, right? We got a lot going on. And we want to make sure you have an opportunity, if you are in the New York City tri-state area, to get with your family in person, right? We give great hugs. You ask around, okay? Ask about us, okay? And if you don't believe what you hear, come find out for yourself, all right? In the meantime, we are going to jump back in the list. Thank you, Ron, for keeping us up to date. Y'all give Ron some love. Send him some messages. Make him uncomfortable. That's one of our favorite things to do. Okay. In the meantime, while you're at it, we're gonna get back to this list, and we're actually gonna jump all the way across the seas to our brother Umesh, who is representing India, because we are what? International, boo. Okay, just in case you didn't know. We everywhere. Okay, the poetry is no bounds. Okay, so please unmute yourself and welcome back, Umesh.
Hey, Rajan. Hello, Ron. It's great to be here again. I always say it's like home. And I am Unmesh Mohitkar on Facebook and Instagram. I have got open mic, Let's Unmesh Live every Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Every Friday, 11:30 a.m. New York time. That was deliberate. Okay, here we go. This is about future. Driving a bike, empty road, bright sunlight, breeze dancing on my face. I forgot where I was going. The road was controlling me, a pawn in its hand, going where the road was taking me. After a long time, I saw a few people. People wearing very few clothes, riding horses and elephants. I parked my bike and walked towards them. They offered me food and water. I tried to touch them. They just vanished without any trace. The road asked me to travel again. On the road, traveling at the speed of light, I saw all steel. The sun was shining, but the steel buildings were shining brighter. Solar panels everywhere. A man walking by me with a solar panel on his back. Every part of his body was covered with gadgets. Eyes with black glasses. I spoke with one of them about philosophy, literature, about poetry. He was more knowledgeable, smarter than me. Then I touched him. There was a spark, electric shock in my body. The future human was lying on the ground. His black goggles fell away, exposing his lifeless artificial eyes. Was he human or a humanoid? Human enough, but not human. We are the only species who fought battles, made path-breaking discoveries to lose ourselves in the abyss of science. I love science, but I might not be able to fall in love with a Terminator. Would it be possible for us to marry science without losing our souls? Would it be possible for us to speak with the soul of so-called non-living things? We were wrong about the soul and language of plants. We might be wrong about the non-living things as well. If they are the future, why not speak and connect with each other? Why not speak and connect with each other? Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Oh man, Omesh, thank you for that. Listen, we all be talking about that AI, right? And how wonderful it is for that science, but all things have a cost, right? We appreciate you for being here. Make sure you connect with Umesh. Make sure you get with him and join his open mic on Fridays at 11:30, right? Please unmute yourselves and give him some love.
Hey, Umesh.
Umesh. Poetry, you make
Always
us
love
think. So thought-provoking. Whoa, amazing.
your passion is unrivaled, Unmesh.
Great pieces.
We can listen to you read all day. I'm like, what did the bicycle do next? Where'd it go? Who'd it touch? I don't know, but take me with you. Okay. We love it. We love you. And make sure, again, a lot of these creatives have also safe spaces too. And we would not be endorsing them if we had not shown up to them and experienced them ourselves, right? We vetted these places for you. So please trust us when we send you in other folks' direction, so you have more opportunity to connect. Next person up as we speak of connecting, right? They came for the first time last week and they came again this week. So we're really excited to have you back with us, Ron. Thank you so much for taking a chance on us again. We are blessed to have your voice in the space. Please unmute yourself and welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. I really felt the love and felt appreciated last time, so of course I came back. Well, let me get a quick second because I feel like this is keeping too much noise. Let me turn this off. Sorry, I apologize. But yes, thank you for having me back, and so I want to thank everyone for making me feel welcome in this space, and thank you for everyone that I know who's watching and tuning in and supporting me while I do this. So thank you all. This one is I know everyone's been doing very, very beautiful stuff, and I always come with like some sad stuff. So this one is called Flowers for You. All right, so flowers for you as I lie on a bed of roses. Thorns prick my side, but it's just me not dealing with my emotions. Feeling dead inside as rose petals caress my skin. Weak, soulless body full of heartbreak and sin. This bed of roses masks my pain with beauty. stench with the sweet smell of the spring's rainy day. You ever notice on every tragic occasion, we give flowers, hoping to take the pain away, mask sorrow and grief with the beauty in front of your eyes. If I keep laying in this bed of roses, will you not be able to see my lies, see my sin of this weakened flesh I'm in? Rose petals, do your job, so I can let the healing begin. But these thorns dig in as I avoid my pain, wanting my tears to water them, but I can't cry. I know the truth will remain. That if I send these flowers to you, it's only you can see the truth. That I'm full of lies, a man in a mask whose flaws he's always trying to disguise. But truthfully, when you peel the mask away, these flowers for me are wishing you'd stay, so we can watch the sunset and see the flowers grow. Nighttime singing under the broken rose petals. Just dance and laugh and do it all over again. These flowers for me are not to forgive my lies, but to remain my friend. So as I rise from this bed of roses to deal with my thorny truths, here just know these flowers are for you.
Why, thank you, Ryan. You know, ain't nobody got me no flowers and all. That was beautiful, Ron. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to your peoples who are watching you, supporting you. Too bad you have to share him. Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. Okay? Please unmute yourselves to the folks in the Zoom room and give Ron some love for his flowers. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. And you know, as usual, I'm stalking all of you. Okay. So there's a little sliver of whatever you brought to us that'll be making it onto the internet. Cause you know, that's just life these days. And I want everyone to have a chance to enjoy you and really be honored by your vulnerability, your choice to be brave with us. And everybody should see you and hear you. So forgive me for being that auntie who was like, you see my baby, look what they did. They so smart. I want everyone to feel that way about you, right? And they can if they can experience you. So please don't be offended if you see a piece of your work up. You know, we give you your respect. We make sure you're tagged. And if you're not on Instagram or social media, I'm still writing your name so everybody knows that it's your work and not ours, right? That you own it, that we don't. We just blessed by it. So thank you for being here and letting us steal a little bit so we could share it with everybody else, okay? Speaking of sharing, our cat man Bill is up next. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Please unmute yourself. We're glad to see you as always. They're not letting you unmute.
There you go.
There it is. Welcome back, Catman.
Nice to see you all again. And as usual, it's coming from Catman Bill's bathroom. It's performance art standing up. I can't hear you. You're muted. So, anyway, coming from Hartford, Connecticut. So a few years ago, I read in our daily newspaper, the Hartford Current, about this IT worker from United Technologies, one of our utility companies, that had to train his replacement, and it was per his employment contract that if he did not train his replacement, he would not get his benefits. So he had no choice. And he related in the article how he cried when he had to do it. And his replacement was coming from Asia under the H-1B visas lobby that corporations push through Congress. But they always come around the holidays and 4th of July talking about how patriotic they are, but laying off American workers. So this is called another 4th of July. Another 4th of July passes by. Ceremonial bombs light the sky. The entertainment is free. The message bright as can be. They'll dose you up on liberty, patriotism and misery. It's all there to pick your treat, the drug of choice of industry. Another 4th of July passes by, ceremonial bombs light the sky. The entertainment is free, the message bright as can be. Cards are stacked in the deck, against your hopes, you're such a wreck. You try to do good, but it's all a mess. Laws are made for the privileged best. Another 4th of July passes by, ceremonial bombs light the sky. The entertainment is free, the message bright as can be. You lose your job to Asian shores, from H-1B visas, and you're pushed out the door. You work harder, you're paid even less. Salute the flag and be called a success. Another 4th of July passes by, ceremonial bombs light the sky. The message clear as can be, the entertainment is free, the message bright as can be. Thank you.
Man, we love it when you sing to us. Thank you for those acoustics. We love that room. It works. Please unmute yourselves and give Catman Bill some love for that song.
Man, I love the music. Hey, Catman. I love that piece, man. That's right on time. Right on time. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you, Josie.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Shout out to the truth tellers in the room, right? Unafraid. It's not always easy. Not everybody's going to like what you say. Not everybody's going to agree. And that's okay. We can respectfully disagree. As long as it's respectful, right? That's all we ask. All right. We are moving and grooving. We're making our way through the list, folks. I think we've made it to the last person on our official list or the guaranteed list. Right, but we got a couple of wonderful artists on our good luck round, so please don't go anywhere. All right, in the meantime, we're gonna go to a powerful artist in his own right, D. Allen, and don't worry, darling, we're gonna have that share screen ready for you. Okay, please unmute yourself, and I look forward to what you got to share. Welcome back.
Good evening, Ray Jane. It's been 5 months. From the online literary magazine, Rabbit Oak number 30. I have 2 new poems published here. I'm only going to do one of them. And the only hint I'll give you as to the subject is I'm wearing them right now. This poem is called Beads. The only physical reminder I have of my grandmother, mixed African and Native American, is a string of colored beads, crafted, strung together by her aged hands while sitting in bed, gifted to me at age 27. Her way of telling her Afro-punk grandboy, never forget your roots. Roots running deep in each tiny bead in Afrocentric primary colors. Blood of West African, Southeast North American tribes, red. Skin of the first people on earth responsible for first, black. Jungles, woodlands taken out of greed and conquest, green. Shining sun, restorer of biology and good vibes, yellow. Soul remnant of my beloved, of mixed heritage, handmade bridge between continents expropriated, a string of colored beads I label as nothing fancy. Yet wore on special occasions, with black for the black, recalls my grandmother's unspoken plea, never forget your roots. And that poem was called Beads for Tricia De Jesus, better known as Fin Bell. She was just here earlier. And Beads is now featured in Rabbit Oak number 30. From this mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening.
Woo, thank you, D. Allen. I could totally see why they chose to publish that work. It was beautiful. Congratulations to you. You deserve all your flowers, brother. Please unmute yourselves and give D. Allen some love for that wonderful work.
Awesome, D.
Yeah,
Always.
amazing.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was blacktastic, bro.
Fantastic. Oh, I like that. We got to bring that back around. Okay. We like it. Thank you so much for being yourself, for being unafraid to say your piece and never forgetting, those lessons from your grandmother. Don't forget who you are, right? Keep your beads close. We see why you wear them over your heart, right? We appreciate you. All right, we made it out of our guaranteed list and into our good luck round, okay? So thank you all. I just want to take a second to the folks who are not performing tonight, who are just here to give us some love. So Jenny, thank you for being with us, right? Samuel Rain, we see you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your energy. You might not know how much it means in the room, but we can feel you. Right? And just seeing folks here is inspiring, right? That you chose to come and listen. You thought the words that other people had to say were worth hearing. So we thank you for that. And to all you folks out there on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter land, right? Who we can't see, who are still underneath the sounds of our voices. We thank you for joining us in this fellowship of words, if you will, right? Because that's what we're here to do. Is to share. So thank you for sharing your energy as we share our words with you. And we're going to jump into this good luck round. We're going to round the night out with some folks. I'm excited to hear what they've got to say. And the first person up is Frog Corpse. So I'm about to unmute you. My brother, it's been a while. Thank you for asking me how I am. I am well. Please do let us know how you are, okay? And please unmute yourself. Welcome back.
Hello. This one's called First Date. Excuse me, let me clear my throat real quick. All right. This one's called First Date, Second Date. First date. I fucked her blinks with one sentence. If home is where the heart is, and you I'd surely live in. Are you coming back with me, or do you want to end the weekend? My place or yours? I'll still miss you while at both of them. Second date. I woke up right where I needed to be, face down in her creases, wanting years, not seasons, while being tied up in her arms. Our bodies stateside, bearing road maps drawn by palms, kissing the beats which assisted their breathing as a last caress made by finger drawings. I missed you, and that was my first profession. Two hearts, whose moods aroused by being, the Fahrenheit of skin, rising pulse in the linen, and our tossing and turning of sheets. Although sleep is pleasurable, I was well too enamored when admiring the beauty that lay before me, staring back attentively, eye to eye, within naked reach, effortlessly moving with each blink. That glinting pierce, facing all fear by the softness of touch, the squeezing with warmth and the heat and steam of the city. Awaking to her was a reality in its rhythm beyond the genesis of its dreaming, sounding a clock in a heart-shaped box awaiting dual sparks to go off, countdown, a real ting. She stands at the door now, so what does it mean when I already miss her before the leaving? It's all right if you love me. It's all right if you don't. I'm not afraid of you running away, honey. I get the feeling you won't. Tom Petty.
Listen, Frog Corpse, we appreciate you come through and bust through and flame up the place every time. Thank you for telling us about some intimacy. We appreciate that, right? We're all full human beings. So we thank you for taking us there. Please unmute yourselves and give
Man,
Frog.
that was some doo-doo shit. Goddamn garbage.
Wow. You know, that's how we know we're
That's
doing the
some
right
doo-doo
thing,
shit, man.
right?
Mustache
That's how we
nigga. That shit.
know. Look, just activate the boot. Why don't you? No big deal. See how quick that person is going? Look, Ron is on it. We were just in the
I
background
kicked them
talking,
out. I kicked
right?
them out. You know?
Listen, as soon
Oh,
as
that
they
was
came in here
beautiful.
with that name, we was like, hold on now. It feels like bad energy. We were just talking about in the background. So you guys don't worry. We don't let anybody take away from your shine, right? Frog Corpse. I'm going to ask y'all again. Please unmute yourselves and give him some love. Okay.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
Frog.
Frog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
Different one for you, Frog. I liked it.
I like the Frog.
It
Was
was
amazing.
beautiful.
Thank you for coming back, Frog. That was good. Please keep coming back. We want to keep hearing from you, Frog.
That's right. And we are willing to kick people with a giant boot to make sure that we hear you and that you get your flowers, right? Because you deserve it. And that's all these folks are here to do is distract us. But we shall not be moved unless it's by good words. Okay. And speaking of good words and being moved by them, right? The next poet up is Mark Fishbein. We're glad to have you in the room with us. Feel free to do your thing. Okay. And welcome back.
Hi, thank you. Could you enable the share screen like you did for D? Thanks. Thank you very much. So I'm going to read the three short New York poems. This is an acrostic poem, so this is the bridge poem, a painting by Frank Steller in the Whitney. Mostly, it is razzmatazz, oily pavements with decrepit alleys, the shelf of a broken bottle shop, the street sown with orbits of light, the smell of charcoal chicken skins, mobs of eyes. Mostly it is advertisement, half-shaven with smeared lipstick, dump trucks and graffiti, fire escapes and freight depots, eyes white from filthy windows. You return for the view from the bridge. In a jet-lagged taxi, you return for that moment the bulwark surrounds you like a geometric border to the skyline, mesmerized, chrome, silver, steel, mirror, crystallizes to skyward turquoise. You descend from that migration to the appled lights of traffic, blood brother to Gomorrah, our vain electric offering. This is a poem I wrote like in the 70s or the 80s when the disco thing was happening. There was a great disco on West Street called Paradise Garage. It's a red hot saloon, Maharaja's ballroom. It's the tribe of Kong, a wondrous dive, that Paradise Garage. I go there when sleep is hard to buy. The crowd is on drugs and vitamins, I know it. They live on plastic and raw soybean, eyes lean, deep like a Porsche. Chrome and silver, thoughts tight-roped inside their minds, vacant but for lust. Hour of fog, hour of shadows. The hooded brotherhood sheiks from the shipyards, come to let loose the desert dance. Oh, music of primal screams, I let my body loose on you and all that powder of my dreams. It's a beautiful salon, that Paradise Garage, linked to lost Satyricons. Go there when sleep is hard to buy. And I'll end with this sonnet. I lived in New York for 60 years. I spent a dozen years then in DC, and now I live in Chicago. And this poem I wrote, this sonnet I wrote when I was leaving New York. The epicenter of the world. You can be anyone when you live there, feeling you live somewhere in the infested tenements or penthouse of millionaires. You wear a voice which speaks in first person, rushing through the turnstiles of vacant eyes in a silence of self-absorbed realities. Blood brother to Rome, Hierophant of Greece, O city of masks of illusion and grief. Streets weave in a dizzying mass of icy towers, a density of steam and gasoline rising in the gray. And suddenly you stand paralyzed in the rush hours as the palpitating sirens strip you of humanity. You are just a face in the crowded anywhere, seeking to be alone, to breathe a different air. Thank you.
Listen, I love that you started with an ekphrastic poem because it really highlighted how well you form images with words, right? In the next two poems, the images were there. I was already in New York. I knew where we were on from the first piece and the last piece. I knew where we were. And I did not mind coming to shake a little something with you in the middle piece, right? Taking it back a little bit of nostalgia. We appreciate you for being here, Mark. We hope that you return to us. And thank you for sharing your screen and giving us something visual also, because that's always so great to have more to chew on. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Welcome. Please unmute yourselves and give Mark some love for those
Mark,
pieces.
loved your poems, man.
You're the best, Mark.
Fishbine is always the business. Shout out PGN, man. Mark Fishbine is the business. Make sure you plug into Mark Fishbine and Planet Poetry 28.
Hey, thank you, Elemental. Always love your stuff too, man. I really do. Thank you.
Listen. Hey, Elemental, welcome back. Listen, since you're here, I'm gonna put you to work, okay? We didn't get to hear about Monday night, and that's a real shame. So I'm gonna just ask you to unmute yourself and let the folks know about Monday night and what Mark Fishbein is even talking about. What is he talking about?
Yo, real quick. First of all, shout out to the dopest hostess in the Zoomverse, the one and only Ray Jane. Make sure you are plugging in with the queen, ITSRAYJANE. I am the host of the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by this legendary space. I am Elemental. Listen, Monday night is the hypest night of the week. That side of Thursday night, we usually get down with themes every Monday night. This week, we are looking at the poet's laughter, voices of contention. Listen, it's also National Town Criers Day. And if you know anything about town criers, they were the loudest people in the villages or the towns, making sure people knew of the news and, making sure people stay plugged into what's going on. This is exactly what poets do. So, since you are members of the greatest poetry community in the world, make sure you are plugging in on Monday night. But right now, you are rocking again with the dopest hostess in the Zoomverse, the one and only Ray Jane. Shout out to the Crooklyn Four. Shout out to the Storm Gods in the building. Also, RMT. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. Ray Jane, we love you. You know what it is. Please take it away.
I like the remix though. If you're now down with RMT, I like that. Look, we ask y'all to keep on stretching. We appreciate you, Elemental, dopest host in the universe, right? In the Zoomverse, all the verses. We appreciate you for being here. Please do tap in if Thursday night only worked this week, right? But your schedule is changing next week. And Monday night starts to work for you, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Please sign up 24 hours ahead of time, right? So if they spitting at 8 p.m. on Monday, right, you signing up at 8 p.m. on Sunday. That's it, the Lord's Day. Just remember the Lord, okay, if you forget. and of course, 8 p.m. You need that part too. Okay, so thank you for being here. Shout out to Paul Conqueso, who has also joined us. I'm gonna ask him to unmute too, because y'all showed up and put you to work. So please let us know about Voices and Vibes and when can we expect the next one?
So I'm not making any announcements on Voices and Vibes because there are other exciting things on the horizon, and I don't like giving away the cans of beans and spilling them. So I'm gonna be very Paul Conqueso like and just zip my lips and fade into the background and just say, we cook and roll with the Crooklyn 4. I love y'all. Ray Jane, keep doing the beautiful things that you always do when you grace the space and provide it and hosting for us all. And if there's room, I might jump on a good luck round. We'll see.
Wow. So you're keeping secrets and then you want to get on the good luck round. How does that work? You know, folks, I'm just going to ask them what you want to know. No, it's all good. All that means is stay tuned. That's all that means, right? So we're always trying to shake it up, keep things interesting, and how we do things, how we present ourselves, how we offer you all the opportunity to grow and to use each other as the iron that you are, right? As blades to sharpen each other's crafts. So please do check in with these brothers. I put their Instagrams in the chat for you because why we like to make it easy, right? There's a lot of shit going on outside of here. Living is hard, breathing is hard, being is difficult. So if we can make it a little easier, it's our pleasure to do so. Okay? We had 2 people left on the good luck round, but since Paul Conqueso wants to throw his hat in the ring, we should at least let the brother do his thing. Okay? So we're going to add you on. You're going to be our last person on the list because some of us got to go to work tomorrow. Okay? Somebody got to go to bed. I know it ain't just me. Okay? So we're going to try and get y'all out of here. But in the meantime, in between time, we are going to take full advantage of our next poet and all that good realness, right? That stuff that we can really connect with. This poet just keeps it real, 100%, right? As my old principal used to say, keeping it real on the first page. And speaking of pages, check out, he got a book right behind him, right? So he's going to tell y'all all about it. Please unmute yourself for Daniel Fernandez. Welcome back.
Hello, it is me once again. We made it to Thursday. Thank you, Ray Jane, for blessing our space once again. So I will post my link tree in the chat. Could be able to find my book there, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Anyways, I've been writing a lot of new stuff, so it's hard to actually pinpoint what to share. But I will do one of these new ones that I did, and this one is Open Minds, Open Mic, a tribute for Friday night. All right. Open minds, open mic. Open the mind and unwind. Rhyme and pass the time. Speak from the heart because that's not a crime. Laugh for a bit because it's needed sometimes. Open mind, open mic. Come in and stay the night. It's Friday. We don't bite. Share the words, our souls ignite. Open mind, open mic. Spread the love because it's right. Get higher than a kite. Vibe and chill while remaining polite. Join Open Minds, Open Mic, the chillest space to be on a Friday night. Give our poetry voices no one can overwrite. Use our spirits like lanterns to enlight. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We give a moment to settle in before our passions shine. Poems so epic and wild when combined. Collaborations out of this world, it's divine. A featured poet to absorb mesmerizing talent. Every week it's someone different and the skills are balanced. It can make you cry with enough tears to fill up 5 gallons. Poetry is personal, so that type of shit just happens. Open mind, open mic. Come in and stay the night. It's Friday, we don't bite. Share the words, our souls ignite. Open mind, open mic. Spread the love because it's right. Get higher than a kite. Vibe and chill while remaining polite. There is also a round 2 for an encore. Read from your collection to get them screaming for more. Does the length matter? It doesn't, of course. We know it'll be as dope as Singapore. There are freestyle night here and there, right after the show, so always be prepared. I can't bust a rhyme out of thin air. It's dope to watch others, though, which is fair. Get in the zone with your head clear. I understand the fear, but magic will appear. Give it a try and move some gears. Have fun as we do this 52 times a year. Spread the word to grow this community. Respect and care, elements of a family. Using a pen, which becomes more valuable than jewelry. Feature so spectacular, being delivered beautifully. Open mind, open mic. Come in and stay the night. It's Friday, we don't bite. Share the words, our souls ignite. Open mind, open mic. Spread the love because it's right. Get higher than a kite. Vibe and chill while remaining polite. Thank Thomas and his wife for their effort. They will move mountains with poetry to endeavor. Let's support and help since we are stronger together. Reading pages of our souls, which are read for pleasure. Opening the mind, and you should do the same. Join in and don't be worried about shame. That doesn't exist here. It was burned in flames, just pain from our brains that life doesn't explain. So write it down to see what's gained. Fill the page with nothing but rain. Analyze the results and appreciate the skill you've obtained. Come back next Friday so we can do it all again. Open mind, open mic. Come in and stay the night. It's Friday, we don't bite. Share the words, our souls ignite. Open mind, open mic. Spread the love because it's right. Get higher than a kite. Vibe and chill while remaining polite. Thank you.
Ooh, not with you over here writing whole jingles. Listen, check the chat. You got fans, people trying to hire you. They like, look, I need to put out this great idea next week. Okay. We appreciate it. Super catchy. And like we say to y'all, we are not selfish here. We want you everywhere. So if there's another platform that's making you feel, safe,
Mhm.
making you feel heard, pushing you to do stuff you're not even sure you could do. And yes, you can be a freestyler. You sat up here and just did you just flowed the whole time. What's the difference, right? Try it before you say you can't do it, because you can. Please unmute yourselves and give Daniel some love.
Hey, that was hella catchy. That was so
Well,
good.
that's how you do it, man. Come on. Love to hear your work, man. Happy anniversary too, man.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. It's catchy. Look, I'm gonna be going to bed. Open mind, something right, something right. Don't know the rest of the words, but the shit was fly when he said it. You know what I'm saying? Loved it, man. You gotta run that back. You gotta make sure if you haven't already, gifted them that poem, right? Because I know they're gonna go crazy for it, just like us. All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right, next person on the list is Serene Poems, etc. with your beautiful self. Coming in here with this good energy. I'm sure it translates into the poetry. Please show us just how much so. Please unmute yourself and welcome back.
I can find my unmute button. I wish I had like an ounce of rhythm so I could dance like you and Paul, but I have none. Okay, I put my poem in the chat. I'm working on this. Did it come through? Sorry, this is brand new and I've sat with it for a long time because it means a lot. It's called Trapeze Swinging. 1. Body hanging horizontal, perched precariously mid-air. Metal rod railing faith. Heart twisting upside down. The ache, a screaming chasm. Gravity burying safety. 2. Steadily, momentum rises. Trapeze swinging, untethered. Unscrewing trauma. Rage obliterating peace. The dangers of dwelling in the mire embedded below. 3. Burden frame, flying solo. Swinging as angels brush by. Willowing winds, wisping skin. Hope breathes in the heights. Light as a feather's drift. The sinking abyss lifts. Thanks.
That was beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that we got to hear. Can you imagine we didn't get you on the good luck round? We would have been robbed. Oh, I'm glad we did not rob ourselves. Woo! Woo! Guys, Barely made it. We barely made it, guys. Thank you so much for that. And also for sharing it in the chat. There's something to seeing the words. So that's also a gorgeous thing. I think that was just wonderful. Please unmute yourselves and give Serene, poetry, etc. some love.
Oh, nice one, Serene.
Love you, Serene.
Wonderful.
Serene. You just continue to get better and better and more intricate every time I hear your work. Please keep going. Keep writing.
Loved seeing it. Loved seeing it.
Yeah.
Woo. I'm just gonna let it sit for a second.
Yeah, I watched Serene last couple of years, man. Become a real poet, man. Really, Serene, wonderful.
Pain can do that to you. Pain, struggle, and heartache can do that to you. Believe it.
Yeah, Serene's got her share. Yeah.
I heard it'll have you hanging upside down with your heart twisting. That's what I
Don't
heard.
we all have our share though, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's true. That's true.
Well said.
Thank God we have each other to hang by sometimes. You know, that's if you ascribe to this thing called God. Not to put that on you, but to let you know it's with me. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Serene, and for being here and getting in on that good luck round, right? This should just show you there's space for you if you ask for it. Answer's gonna be no if you don't ask. Always, right? Give yourself the opportunity of a yes by asking for the space that you deserve. Okay? And speaking of people taking up space, right? Because they asked for it. Paul con queso, we're going to give you the mic. We're going to let you close us out. Thank you to all of you who came through Thursday night online open mic presented to you by the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. We are here every 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Every Thursday, not every 9 p.m. Eastern, because Wednesday at 9 p.m. we're not here. We're not here. Don't come looking for us because you're going to be disappointed, okay? Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, we are here. And I'm your host, it's Ray Jane. That's ITSRAYJANE. If you forget how to sign up, you forget, what we even do here. Come through, follow me every Wednesday. I'm dropping a little reminder like, hey, put the snacks down. You got to sign up. It's 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're going to get snacks, make sure you bring some back for me because y'all should know that's how I feel about it, okay? Speaking of snacks, that's not according to me. Ask Elemental. That's the streets. The streets. Okay. We messed around and went to a performance with Paul Conqueso, invited by him, right? That's why they keep calling it the Crooklyn Four, right? Representing New York, going against New Jersey. He was our fearless leader and still is. Okay. And I don't know what the man was wearing, but the ladies, they just, you know what I mean? And we had to make sure he stayed safe because we know your girl, okay? And we say, hey, not on our watch, okay, lady? But that's just a little story about Paul, why we love Paul. Please unmute yourself. Look, you asked to be on the show, okay? That's your fault. This is your fault. Unmute yourself. Welcome back, brother. Do your thing.
I blame it on the cinnamon, entirely on the cinnamon. That some wild shit was in the air that night. There was water parks and lots of things mentioned. Thank you, Ray Jane, for holding the space. Thank you for gracefully allowing me to spit some shit. I felt called to it. Myself and Elemental and a few others are coming out of the Norm Maddox Ford Crescent's book launch. So I just wanted to land safely with family and perform some new shit that I really wanted to get on a Monday night that I wrote for a Monday night, but it's here. So it's here. And I want to read it now because y'all my family and I've missed y'all and I've missed reading in these spaces. It's been a hot minute. So this is called Smolder. The earth is burning. And no, this time I don't just mean global warming. This globe is literally smoldering on axis, and as we are turning, the gaslighters keep fanning flames. Sadly, they're named senators and justices. Meanwhile, we try to maintain some sense of normalcy and just inhale deep. But the air is unbreathable. Haze and smog and lungs can't even see our hands through thick fog. Wildfires contaminated us, and like smog amongst it all, we have been desolate. Just this last year, the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade, student debt relief, and affirmative action, but upheld discriminatory practices against the LGBT. Seems more like the white supremacy court to me. Fuck all them justices. If there's no justice, we will hold revolutions in street, carry bricks we cast through glass partitions and stone walls. Don't call us a riot when we are ablaze. Smoldering tower of palatial plume smoking. Yes, this planet is on fire, and we are the ones burning it down to the studs just to raise it up again. This country is broken. It is a jungle grown too lush, and what does nature do? When an environment grows out of control, it finds a way to balance. Yes, we will carry the flames because the government still has nothing to say in the way of how to rectify, because this country is working just as they designed, a dystopic white hellscape where a black child will lose their life for buying juice or carrying plastic toys, but 2,000 looters and seditionists on January 6th barely got slapped on the wrist. You act as if we have a choice. In a nation that forces women to carry the babies of their rapists and takes kids away from families at the border, I say, what the fuck kind of united are these states if Ivy Leagues can show favoritism to legacies, but black and brown seeds get stamped out at the root? For Clarence, Kavanaugh, and Amy Barrett's satisfaction, I say it's time for some affirmative action. Fuck taking it to Twitter, let's get it cracking. We down bad and it'll never get better if all we do is sit at home and gripe through our phones. Let's unite and then show you can't pave a new road unless you exhume the bones below. The trails you built over our indigenous and enslaved ancestors and immigrants who carried us here against every fear, with the promise that things could be better here. And no, I don't mean streets lined in gold or any milk and honey promise owed. I mean that once upon a time, before a time, the colonizers came and claimed everything as their own. This was a land where the Iroquois, the Ojibwe, the Navajo, the Mohawk, the Comanche, the Lenape, the Inuit, the Arawak, the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Seminole, the Sioux, and the Cherokee once all lived in harmony with the land, and let those they had differences with exist as they coexisted, living like infinite limbs of the same trunk of Madre Atabe's tree. So I say, fuck the Supreme Court supremacy. Fuck the Confederacy still alive in them. Fuck Walmart, Amazon, and Supreme. I dream of a home where my people can roam without fear of reprisals or having rights stole, a land where land belongs to the people, not the corporate greed, but maybe someday we'll all lay our head in a land taken back from the cold white hands of our forefathers who stole it from our kin, our mothers' fathers, mothers' fathers, fathers' mothers, of our motherlands. But until then, I'll proudly align and conspire against these small islands of love within us we call home, our people, where our palmas y almas grow even more holy, in knowing that at any moment, if we wanted to, we could rip out these roots. We could be the reasons for all the ash and soot. We could act with all the malice our ancestors had but never chose to use. I hope the Supreme Court knows we could smolder every gavel, every chair and robe, and watch them all go up in smoke. And if you don't believe me, then watch us as our tongues dance a flame far more powerful than they could ever fathom. The Taino god of all, Yaya, had 4 sons with Mother Earth, and the oldest of these 4, Deminan, once chose to steal fire from Monaco, who caught and shot Deminan in the back, killing him, turning his body inferno and setting off wildfires, sending volcanic rocks all along the rainforest, and their smoldering resulted in the formation of so many smaller archipelago homes formed sea all across the diaspora. We have so rarely chose violence as a means to fit our needs, but I feel we may just reach a supreme breaking point. So please, if you know what's good for you, your justices, your country, don't push us, because we already close to the edge, and the tails of our arrows have just been begging to be let out to sail, to Molotov cocktail their way again and light up another sky where a people of flame who dance around it, who metallurgy and cook and ritual and stay so lit. So if you know what's good for you, then you won't choose to fight fire with fire, because I am sure we will survive. We always emerge baptized and new, but I don't know if I'd say the same for you. This planet is burning. You can either reverse course and hope it's still salvageable, or you can hope that we don't inferno you too. Because just like smog, we can hold you all in the grip of our palm smolder just about any moment. We poets choose.
Monster. Inhuman. That was tremendous, my brother. Tremendous. I mean, I would be shocked, but I know you, so I know how you get down. But nonetheless, it's always just a pleasure to be bowled over by the extent of your talent, my brother. It's amazing. And thank you for lifting our brother Norm Maddox's name into the room, right? As we celebrate our extended family, right? Folks that we haven't seen in a minute, but they are no less in our spirits. And we shout out to y'all who took a break to go, support and come back. That's how we do this, right? That's how we keep the love circulating, right? We don't be stingy with it. We appreciate you. Please unmute yourselves and give Paul some love. Don't be stingy.
So great to hear you
Hey,
again.
Incredible, Paul. I always miss your voice. Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah.
God, fucking human. I keep saying that.
Yay, yay.
Human.
And you lit up the room.
Brooklyn 4, that dude's ridiculous.
Really.
Monstrous. Monsters. That's what we do here. We grow monsters. And we let y'all loose on the world, right? And we tell y'all, come back, be monsters with us sometimes, right? Thank you. Thank you for being your full monster selves, right? For not shying away from expression this evening, opening your mouth, right? It's one thing to write it down. That takes its own strength in itself, right? It's another thing to take what you've written and lift it into the atmosphere so it has an opportunity to move other people, right? Not everybody gonna be moved by what you say, but we appreciate you and commend you for saying what you got to say anyway, despite that fact, right? For that one person who might be the only person to hear you, right? But be the only person that needed to. So thank you for taking a chance on that one person who needed whatever it is that you had to say today, right? Including me. Right. Again, I'm your host for the evening. That's It's Ray Jane, ITSRAYJANE. This is the Thursday night online open mic. We are here every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, presented to you by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. We hope that you find yourself here with us again next Thursday. And if you don't, because the world takes you and shit happens, just know you always have a home to return to. You don't have to explain anything to us. You don't owe us an explanation, right? You don't even owe us your presence, but we're appreciative of it nonetheless. So we're sending you peace. The same way we come up in here is the same way we leave up out of here. Y'all know what it is, with love. So y'all already unmuted. You know, y'all very good at being quiet. I'm gonna ask y'all to unmute again though, right? And you can yell into the atmosphere, say your piece to the world, okay? And I'm gonna count down from 10. The 10 things I want you to take with you.
Big love,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Good to yourself.
Have a peaceful
Thank you
week.
for the inspiration.
Blessings. Love you all.
Thank you, Ray Jane.
You're welcome.
Make sure you are giving it up for the dopest hostess in the Zoomverse, the one and only Ray J. Listen, this is Thursday night online open mic presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Listen, make sure you're plugging in with the Storm Force. All these folks are amazing. To every poet who touched the mic this evening, y'all are incredible. Make sure you come through every Thursday night, every Monday night. Listen, y'all are incredible. Love all of y'all. Don't leave any love in this room. Make sure you are plugging in with every single poet in this room. This is the greatest community in the world. Love y'all.
One.
See y'all soon. For real.
If nobody else loves you, we do. We'll see you next time. Peace.